fuck.
Oh, god damn it.
Son of a bitch.
Motherfucker.
Cocksucker.
Chisholm gargler.
Penis wobbling garbler jarbler.
Prostate penetrating pecker face fuck neck.
How about cruise control?
I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And this is the Nothing Sacred Show for the 27th of July 2017. And yeah.
Yeah, and shits this is.
And shit and yeah and shit and and yeah and shit. So how's everything going? So this is the Nothing Sacred Show. We are back. And we're back and we're more focused because the reason why we're more focused, all right, everybody, or whoever's out there, is because of a drunken experiment that didn't go really right in terms of recording. We were going to play it, but it sounded like shit. But during that experience, we realized that we need to be back to what we were doing more. We got too much in the grandpa story mode where the rocking chair was moving and we're like, and yesterday
I went to the store.
And I had, and it's like, oh, what'd you do in your life? Like, okay, that's interesting for people who, like our mom, maybe.
Right.
But, you know, so I think it was because we're distracted by other things, just not focused. So here we are back, and I got.
We didn't really have, I will say this, man, because, for a while I think we were sort of laying off, because, the news would just piss you the fuck off, dude, if you read things all the time. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just more than news that I'm in just concepts and stuff, because it just got to the point where we weren't even talking about, like, our normal concepts.
Nah, that's true. It was kind of like, well, we weren't irked really either. Shit was going pretty good, man. We were pretty happy niggas, Yeah,
but I'm actually not really irked either. I'm actually focused. That's the thing. I think the difference is, like, I want to talk about more subjects and shit now. I'm back to that point,
Back, where you want to get on some topics.
I was going out marrying people and doing. Actually, no, I wanted to start off with something that has to do with us, with this, I guess. With YouTube, with YouTube and stuff. And the reason I do is being more focused. One of the reasons why, and I'm sorry to hijack the start of the thing. I know where you're going. I know where you want to start because you've been raring to go for a while. But just bear with me for a few minutes.
I got you.
Okay.
Hey.
So, where the fuck is that thing? Hold on. So, basically, what I was talking about YouTube in focus is doing what we like to do. And continuing not to worry about subs.
Oh.
So the focus is not because, hey, you know what, I don't want to get like so many people to listen and watch me. Because I'll tell you what happens, man. These people get really fucking big. And there are two things happen. This one gentleman, I can't remember his name as a YouTube, he's a commentator that was commentating on this guy, Angry Joe, who's a game reviewer, right? On YouTube. He has like a million subscribers, okay? Just a big fucking guy. And he decides to take a vacation for a few months and start doing other kind of reviews on his channel, movie reviews and stuff. And some people didn't like him as much. I'm not really a big fan of a lot of his newer stuff, but some of his stuff is really good. His game reviews are usually really good. They're decently laid out, and they make logical points, about what's good about the games, whatever. He was decent, not the greatest thing in the world. But now there's like a disconnect between him and his fans because he's doing different shit. Like he started out doing game reviews, right?
Oh, so it's like somebody falling off, like, oh man, he's not what he used to be, kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of, because he's doing his own thing. But here's the difference between that and music business: is that YouTube, okay, it is a business, obviously, for some people. That's the problem too, is that you get money involved. And you start getting paid. Now, getting paid for this would be amazing. That'd be kind of fun, amazing thing. But the drawback to that is the expectation is that you're a performer who's getting paid to do something. Like he gets Patreon money and he gets other kinds of donations, and people give, and he gets money for ad revenue from his channel. So he's making a lot of money. But he's like, I'm taking a vacation from video game reviews for a couple of months. Just to take a break from him. I've been doing them for 9 years, so I'm taking a break. You living his life, and at first I was like, man, he's not doing what. But then it's like, dude, people are voluntarily giving him money. They don't have to give him money. It's not like they have to pay for his shit because you can get his shit on. I don't pay him. I don't pay anything. I can watch any of his videos. They give him money because they want to. So if anybody wants to give money because they want to, then that's fine.
Oh, he has, like, I see what you're saying, like a donation link.
Yeah, he's got donation links from Patreon. Patreon is a donation link where people can donate money if they like what you do. It's like, hey, man, we like what you do, man. Keep going. Here's a couple bucks, That's the new way of making money, new way of entertaining. It's like almost like a street performer, but digitally. And that you're getting money from people donating. Hey, that's good, man. And it's legitimate in my mind, because if you're doing what you love and people love that and want to help you and support you when you don't ask them and demand that you do, the problem is that he's making promises to his supporters, like, yeah, I'm going to do this stuff and do that. So it's like a double-edged sword. The point is, like, even if we got a bigger channel, even if we actually had more viewers, and which is a good thing, I think, obviously. I'd love to have more people listening to us.
Oh, yeah.
But don't let it get to your head, and remember that, because people are all pissed now. They're like saying, you're a fucking sellout, and they're the fall of Angry Joe. Other YouTubers are making videos about the fall of Angry Joe, and how he's lazy Joe, and just fucking shit. And I'm kind of, in a way, I kind of understand, because he's promised things. You know, and he's also kind of like doing other things that other people that didn't get him where he was in terms of what made him the money, and he's using that channel to do the things that didn't make him that money, that people didn't support him for. But in the future, you know, those people will drop off, and if he's secure in that and is good with that, fine for it. But people are just, because they're making it seem like, oh, he's losing people. Like you gain the status, and then you fall, and then it's almost like you're bigger than before you had the status, if that makes sense.
Or people start talking shit about you, you know, and you get the big head going on, you know, or something like, oh, yeah, my name is buzzing, you know what I'm saying?
I've got 1 million subscribers. You're like, hey, man, all my fans, all my peoples out there supporting me, because people are making money off this shit, dude.
Well, and here's one thing I have noticed. Like, you know how you said there were a few YouTubers that you liked, and I said, well, let me see if I can get them on the show. And, dude, I noticed they almost kind of see, like, oh, shit. Well, it's another YouTuber. Fuck that. You know, I'm not going to, you know, it's almost like they don't want to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to come on your shit because you're competition in their mind. You know what I mean?
You're not good enough for them, because if you get over a certain number of views, and people we can take you seriously or whatever. And
yeah, that's that shit too, man. Some of these fuckers, they look, oh, you've only got 15 views on that video. Why would I come on your little piddly ass fucking bullshit?
So who gives a shit about those? But if I would like to get a decent audience going. I think it'd be fun to have some people listening to us and doing some live stream stuff. But if it doesn't happen, that's fine. I still enjoy doing this, because it's a record of our fucking thoughts, a record of our. It's pretty much a record of phone calls between you and I, man, because we just bullshit and talk our shit, but we also do it in a professional, structured way, which will be more, because I want to do it as a hobby still. I don't want to lose that idea that I want to make it like a business, to the point where if it ever does get to that point, because it just gives you perspective, man. Those people, they work hard on this stuff, and he might not be working as hard as he did before, but so what? Then stop supporting him, and then he'll support him again when he starts doing shit you like, right?
Well, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, if I'm feeling what you're doing,
not paying for. It's not like you have to pay. Like, you need to pay $10 a month to get. Now, he can promise some stuff. If he doesn't fulfill the promises, then stop supporting him, and then don't support him ever again.
Yeah. That's crazy, man, because, and you're right, people do, you know, it's kind of like when people say, oh, you want to do what you love, you know, as your job. Well, I've always kind of been in the mindset, because, you know, I've tried that, and it didn't work, but then now what you love turns into a chore, a job. So then you're like, oh, fuck, man, now I got to do this. I got to make these videos. I got to,
Exactly.
You know. Whereas before, we're just doing this out of this is like leisure time for us. Like, oh, yeah, let's do a show. You know?
Yeah, and it just kind of goes to show that the money thing here, and this is what I would say to anybody, at least in my mind, doing Patreon or anything, don't promise anything. Just say, hey, listen, this is my Patreon, because I think it's kind of a cool idea to open a Patreon and be like, hey, if you like what I'm doing, throw me a couple bucks, just because I'm doing it and you like it. And then if people want to do that, and if not, don't. But don't expect anything from it. But if you want to, go for it. You know?
Yeah.
Why not?
Or right? they get mad if no one does donate. You know.
Well, no, I would. You open it up and let it sit there, and then if anybody does, they throw it in, and then if they don't, they don't.
Right. So some people, I think, get mad at that.
Of course
shit.
They do.
Like,
of course they do, because that's what they're aiming for, is to make money off it. They're not aiming to just do it and then see what happens. They're not aiming. See, here's the idea that I have, dude. Right. The idea that I have is not be like, yo, man, yo. I mean, we promote our stuff by saying, hey, listen to it if we want to, or not, or the stuff that I'm doing with the other channel that I'm working on. So like the gaming stuff that I'm kind of more focused on. I'm not gonna lie, you know. But the idea is that if you get people that are listening and like and want to promote your shit, and then they want to donate to you, and you know, why not allow them to? Honestly, you know.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So if you open your own Patreon, man, for what we really needed to get going, man, is see, this is what kind of why we said fucking shit at the start of the show to everyone, is that we were just having some mom moments here.
Oh yeah.
And
some of it was kind of me, because I forgot my password, man, to the thing.
Yeah.
You know. So
I wanted to get on Discord, because there's a lot of more ability to stream through Discord and other things. Maybe we can try using YouTube or something for that as well. Because I think that's what I'm kind of into doing more. But the point is that it's just kind of scary that some of these people get so big that when they fall a little bit or when they stop doing things, and he's literally having trolls on his website saying he's a loser. He had to stop comments for a while, which pissed people off, so he opened them up again. He should never stop comments. You just got to let it fucking happen.
Nah, yeah, you got to take the dick.
Yeah, take the dick. Take the dick and take all the bullshit. I know it's disruptive. I know you got to just go through it. They'll run themselves out. They'll spew their load. So.
Actually, it's funny. I did see a few videos where, matter of fact, remember when Shoestring was talking about that group DOA? And I found the song where they dissed them, and the comments were disabled on there. I'm like, man, I would love to see people going back and forth on that shit.
Yeah, of course.
That's
the whole point. That's why I would just never disable comments. Like, it doesn't matter how bad the shit is on there. If you're embarrassed or shit on it, either take it down or endure.
Yeah,
most likely endure, because taking it down just leaves you open to the bullshit for taking it down. Like, well, you're a bitch for taking that down, even though it sucked. You got to take your shit. You got to take it. Like,
I mean, it would have to be pretty fucked up, for me to take it down. Or like spam. We do get a few spamums from time to time. Like,
so,
I love your video. Join me on Instagram.
So it's like if you made, and segue time. So if you made, let's say, a comment on transgenderism on your Facebook page, and somebody had an idea that it was awful, you wouldn't take that down, I would say.
Fuck no. Hell no. And, well, that's the thing, man. I've been having... Okay, first of all, I guess what started this whole thing, this gender neutrality. There's some woman in Canada that wants to have her child born without a gender, or wants to, and it's like fighting in court right now to make her child being born gender neutral. So, the child doesn't have a gender. But don't you fuck the kid up worse by doing that? What do you call the kid?
Of course you do. You call it, you just let it find its own, decide for itself what it wants to be called.
So it's it? You're referring to, you're objecting
you confuse the shit out of the kid when it's formative years, so that it's so fucked up by the time it's 7 or 8, you have no idea what's going to happen.
Well, it's like the alcoholic.
Yeah.
It's like the alcoholic that wants you to drink with them, because, I've seen a few people say that transgender is actually a mental illness.
Well, it is. It's called gender dysphoria is what it's called.
Yeah, like you're disassociative.
It's not normal. It's 0.3% of the population. Now, does that mean it's bad and evil and wrong? Well, no, but it's abnormal and it's not natural. It's not the way you're supposed to be. That's why it's called gender dysphoria, and why the suicide rate for transgender people is about 10 times the suicide rate for other groups. Or at least, I don't know if it's 10 times, but it's much higher. It's definitely a higher number, because they have to deal with the fact that they feel in the wrong body. It's not a natural, normal thing to feel. I'm sorry. It's people. It's a normalization. What's happening here is that we're trying to normalize this behavior in our society for whatever reason. I don't know why it's been.
Well, it's like having PTSD and wanting everyone else to have PTSD too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, oh, you guys should be feeling the same. Or like I was just starting to say, the alcoholic who wants you to drink with them because they feel different or alienated.
Instead of treating themselves and trying to figure out how they fit into the world, what they're trying to do is make the world fit them. So that's why there's all this pronoun shit where they're like, I want you to call me Zer and Za, because they can't do it themselves. So they're trying to force everyone else to reinforce their idea of reality, because they have a schism in theirs that's causing this dysphoria. It's like they're desperately trying to have people and things reinforce who they are, because they can't do it themselves. It's because it's hard to do it yourself. It's like with all of us, man. If I wanted people to walk around with an eye patch over one eye when they're around me, so they could feel what I feel.
Well, that's ridiculous.
That's like saying, like, blindfold around you so they could be like you and understand you.
Well, if you remember a few months ago when that girl made the comment, at that party about, well, if I was going to have sex with you, I'd want to be blindfolded to see what you feel. And remember how pissed off I got at that?
Yeah.
Same kind of goddamn thing. But yet these motherfuckers actually want you to do shit like that.
Yeah. See, and then they were getting their kids involved, and they have no idea what this is going to do to this child. I mean, you have to address biology. This is how fucked up we are, man. There's people out there, dude, that believe, and the flat Earth people, man. There are people that really, really believe this.
I know some people that actually,
really believe this, and that they really believe that. Okay, so there's people that believe that. And there's people that believe that there's gender is fluid, that there's no biological gender. That's all social construct or some bullshit, which is completely nonsense. It's absolutely fundamentally nonsense. Are there abnormalities? Yes, that's why they are called abnormalities, because we're two sexes, right?
Well, yeah, that's how it is. I mean, animals aren't transgender. Plants aren't transgender.
So, yes, and so that's what happened. You had this... what was the original post? Was it on your Maxwell page?
Well, it actually was on my personal page.
Okay, so you don't want to
go... Well, if you want to go there and look at it and read through it real quick, you can.
Nah, I don't know. Nah, well, let's see.
But this crazy bitch was on there talking about these people are in pain, and how do you bully these people when they're in pain? You think in your situation, how could you be so? Then it's funny because she went after my blindness right away, which I love that.
I'm sure, of course, she had to bring that in, and it's kind of funny that these people are in pain. Okay. Then it's not normal, and why are you normalizing it? Because if it was normal, then they wouldn't be in pain.
Yeah, we don't walk around in pain.
Oh my God, my inner soul, you're damaging me more by staring at me wrong. I mean, we're not so fucking just destroyed because of our shit. Everyone has to deal with their shit. The problem is that certain types of shit are being told to be dealt with by forcing everyone to accept it. If you're fat, you feel bad about it. It's not your fault. It's others accepting you. No, you're fat. You don't feel good about it. If you felt good about it, you wouldn't give a fuck what other people thought about you, and you realize that it doesn't matter, and therefore it wouldn't matter, and you wouldn't be hurt by it. The only reason you need other people to change their fucking opinion is because yours of yourself is shit. Yep. That's why. Yep.
That's the total reason for it. Well, these leftists, they're getting... I mean, dude, I hate to, party trip or whatever, but goddamn, dude, the left are just fucking out of their minds now, man.
Yeah.
Because, obviously, neither of us vote. We're not into that shit, but...
Completely out of their fucking minds. They're completely overboard. Well, here's the thing. It's all about... It's a religion now, man, on that side. It's a religion. It's the same thing. It's ideology.
Yeah, you're right. And, well, what's funny to me, man, because somebody had put up a post the other day. I even said this in a video. It's interesting... because they say, loyalty's dead and nobody's loyal to anything anymore. Actually, yeah, no, loyalty's very much alive, but it's shifted to where people are now more loyal to a political party or celebrity, somebody they don't know, rather than people they actually do know.
Yeah, they're more loyal to the ideal than the actual individuals around them. The friends, the people
that crazy?
Yeah. and they'll actually betray the friends and talk. They'll say things like, they'll have friends of mine who will have male friends like me who are white and straight, and they will make comments degrading white, straight people as if I should just take that as a friend of theirs. Like, if you really thought of me as a person and as, quote, an individual, you realize that part of my makeup, part of it, of course, is that I am white, straight, and male, and that to judge me is to judge a white, straight male it's to judge me, because I'm white and straight and male. So when you say mansplaining or man-spreading or all that shit, or show a picture of a woman doing the same job as a man and doing 12 other things at once perfectly, and then the man, because, ha ha ha, you're mocking me as an individual too, because I am the things that you're mocking. So you don't really, but, because you're...
And what if you did that to them?
It'd be sexist. That's the thing. That's the whole point. It's so backwards. The only people that... It's really honestly a racist movement towards Western culture and quote-unquote white people.
Yeah, well, it's bad that there are quote-unquote white people jumping on board with this crazy shit.
That's the guilt part. And also it's the superiority part too. And we've talked about this plenty of times before.
Oh God, yeah.
But with this trans thing, it's a new thing. Now the new thing, what is the new thing? It was trans
fluid or something.
Trans fluid, but it's not even that. There's like a newer, because you got to branch off to new things. You got to have new fucking things to be, to be a victim of, because that's the whole point, is to find the certain things that you're a victim of and to find these like little niches to get people riled up about, and that'll cause confusion. Because I mean, when you break down biology and destroy gender, I mean, you're literally destroying part of what makes you an individual,
Right? Yeah. Why would you want to break? Well, but that's it, dude. It's that more push to be a collective, to be, as you say, groupthink. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, yeah, and
that's what it's become. Like, let's be. Everybody's more tribal now, and I think this goes back to what you've always said about technology, where people live in their virtual world more often than the regular world, so they tribe it up,
Yeah, because they can find the niches. They can find the little spaces where they feel comfortable, the safe spaces. And then they find those spaces become echo chambers, and they become ideologues, and they become blind to obvious hypocrisy. Like, how do you not know? I just don't understand still, how do you not know that, speaking of one of my friends, how do you not know when someone says throw like a girl, it's demeaning toward my daughter and the women, and I know that it just seeing the look on her face, and then in the next sentence you go, oh man, some guy trying to mansplain what he's doing. And I'm like, how can you not see that you're doing exactly the same thing? How do you not see that unless you are blinded by some kind of ideology?
And what's fucked up is like you're probably less likely to want to be that person's friend anymore.
Exactly.
Right?
You have to be kind of crazy. Like, how do you like someone who goes, "Oh God, throw like a girl," and then she says the future is female, and it's just like you don't realize that you're doing the same thing you claim that has brought you down for the last ever since civilization began. Whatever.
God.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize that person was that. I know who you're talking about. I didn't realize they were that goddamn militant.
Well, the point is that it's like they made it like a joke, not kind of like a joke, or actually not really. Most of the time it was kind of serious, kind of like snipey, jokey, like eh. But the point is that you didn't want it when it was you directed your way. If I went, oh, you talk like a girl or throw like a girl, you have a fucking conniption about, oh my God, and then you go and do the same thing and without batting an eye, without realizing how you do it. How do you do that? How do you make that? For me at least,
it's total hypocrisy. It's to bend it around to fit your fucked up agenda. That's what they do, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about the victim agenda, and that's the kind of thing with the trans thing. So she got all upset. And you've got an enemy, a Facebook enemy now, like an adversary, dude.
Well, this is more hate bait.
But this is more than hate. This is like every single time you say something almost now. It's like a weekly thing now.
That's true. Because you have seen this person comment a few times.
Oh yeah, multiple times. There was another one she commented on too, like a week or so ago too, about like something that you said. I think it was something else. And then
John jumped on that one too.
Yeah, exactly. Because John's kind of jumping in there too. It's almost like he's like, because he knows her. He's like, God damn it, bitch. But he's probably waiting. Like, I can see John being like, oh, post from her.
Well, he kind of likes it, but like yesterday, or a few days ago, I texted him. I said, hey man, she commented on something else, dude. If you're interested, and eventually he did jump on it and just fucking again, he tears her out the frame every time, dude. It's just amazing.
Of course, because he's good. He knows what because here's the thing about certain people, regardless of what you think about their beliefs, they know and can articulate their beliefs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they know that there's logical arguments behind them, and they're not just like, oh my God, like he actually has like facts and a lot of times behind his arguments, or at least a strong logical bent behind him,
Oh yeah,
most of the time.
No question.
Sometimes
even more so than myself, I think.
Yeah, sometimes he gets a little bit emotional, but the point is that he knows what he believes. He knows exactly what he thinks about pretty much everything, and so he can explain it, and he can rip someone for it. Now, other people
mansplain it.
Yeah, he can mansplain it. Exactly, the mansplainer. He's manspreading his ideas. He's masculine, toxic masculinity. All these fucking awful things that are out there now, man. Here's another awful thing, man. And this goes to the trans thing. So I don't know if you had any more on that, but it's kind of similar.
That was just pretty much it. But you're right. This person, they're on both of my pages, and they go at me all the time whenever I disagree. And their posts are getting more fucking militant too, just like the shit I see them posting.
Oh yeah, even John is getting more and more into his side. See, that's the thing. You get more and more on your side because you're being pushed that way. And that's what's happening. See, the left is so fucking batshit now that it's making the extreme right go, oh, we can be batshit too.
Well, that's it. Both parties are just going fucking out of their mind.
Batshit. Everyone's going batshit. So all the people in the center need to figure out what to do. And that's where I'm at right now. And that's why this guy, like I said, Dave Rubin, if you want some really good like thoughtful commentary, like in the background when you're doing some shit, like maybe treadmill or something like that, look up Dave Rubin. He's got a lot of interviews with Facebook people. He's a very in the middle. He considers himself a classic liberal, which is what I consider myself. The kind of freedom of speech, liberty, pursuit of happiness, do your own thing, kind of thing.
Is he libertarian? Or is that
kind of? But he's also a gay dude who's married. So,
well, shit, he could still be libertarian.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But but I guess I'm saying he does believe in certain. So in other words, he's not like he's a left, but he's center. He's
gotcha. more. He leans more towards the left, but he's still in the center.
He realized what's going on with the left. He realizes how it's completely the regressive left, basically, is what it is now. How it's basically dividing everything up and just destroying things, segregation, all this awful shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, that's the thing
that's
too.
That's my butt plug for the day. Again, I think I've talked about him before.
Dave Rubin is his name.
Dave Rubin, yeah, and he's got a lot of stuff on YouTube actually. Yeah.
Check him out. Yeah, because I'm looking for some new YouTube people to watch because some of my old ones get stale sometimes.
Yeah, and speaking of YouTube and Facebook, and this is the story I was going to get to.
All right.
This is, you've heard about the chick who was filming herself driving with her sister.
Oh, actually, no. I don't.
Well, there's this woman. Look, you're gonna look this up, and you're gonna. I know you are after this is over. It's as fucked up as that old the black dude who shot at the old black guy on the street. Remember that?
Oh yeah. Well, then there's the one about the kids watching the guy drowning.
Yes, that's another one, and they're laughing at him drowning. Well, here's another one.
Videotaping that shit.
Yep.
Yeah, that was crazy.
There's another one, and this is even more fucked up. Chick is riding with her sister and her sister's friend in the back car. Someone's friend. You can hear them talking or dancing. She's not holding onto the wheel. They go off the side of the road. Sister is flung out of the car and tumbles over. I guess the driver was the older sister, and she'd been drinking. Older sister gets out of the car, turns on her camera, walks over to the younger sister who's lying there dying, and she did die. And she's like saying, "My sister's fucking dying. Look at this. It's live on Facebook. I don't give a fuck. Look at this. My sister's dying." And it shows us.
Really? Yeah. She's like, everybody's doing this for some recognition. Yeah. Like, I want to get the weirdest, I want to get the craziest shit on Facebook Live.
It's not even that. It's not even that. It's just disgusting. It's sick. It's sick. Think about that, dude. Filming your sister dying, dude. Just think about, and then watching, and you can see it like the one I saw was blacked out. The other guy you might be interested in, who has a lot of good news, like news, some stories and gossip stories, but they're actually pretty interesting. He's got a good viewpoint. Is Philip DeFranco. He's really big. Okay. He's actually got like 5-point-something million views. He's pretty good as well, just to get news. He has a lot of these stories. He had this story on there. But here's the craziest part about this story. Guess what? So she got arrested. She's being charged with manslaughter. She should be. I mean, I don't know what else to charge her with, but she's being charged with something very serious because obviously they're thinking maybe she did it intentionally, but I don't know how that's possible. Just because it's sister. I don't know how you time your sister being because they were. Well,
it's definitely malicious intent, dude.
Well, they weren't. Well, I don't know if it was malicious, but the after effect was her like, "Oh we got in a crash. My sister's dying. I'm gonna film it." So she got the bright idea to film that on a live. That's on
crazy
live,
enough.
and had it was streamed live on Facebook. It streamed, so she was live.
That is fucked up.
But here's the craziest part. Guess what has happened after the fact? After she was arrested and after she's being charged with this misdemeanor. I'm sorry, manslaughter charge, whatever the charges are.
What?
There is a website that has come up to free whatever the fuck her name is. I'm not.
No way. People are actually trying to get her out of jail
because they say people make mistakes.
Oh my god!
There's a Facebook page. Last count, there was 6,000 people I think that had liked it. And people are actually trying to be like, hey, just give her a chance. She's only 18 or 19 or something like that. And I'm like, no.
God.
You put her away for a while, or you get her locked up because someone who does that, I don't care how drunk they are or how fucked up they are. I've never seen anybody drunk enough to go, fuck, my sister's dying. I'm gonna film her,
dude.
I don't give and saying on the camera, she's going, "Oh, you're dying. Oh, I don't give a fuck." And you can hear the sister moaning. I think.
Oh my god, dude! How fucking sick is that?
It's sick, and then
that's a total disconnect, dude.
It's a total disconnect. People have no. How do you want? Just let her go. She needs to be beat to the edge of her life or something, or have a stake jammed through her fucking hand or something, so she can. Then people laughing at her while she's in pain, and then having it filmed,
and videotaping it,
and then you're going to see this is what's. Except your sister was dying. They're dying. You're not going to die. You're just going to we're just going to watch you in pain and laugh at you for a while, and we're going to see how it feels. And if you enjoy it, then you're going to go, and then you're going to go back in prison for the rest of your life, or something. Wow. I don't know, or something, because she could have done something. I don't know if she could have saved her sister or not. But she just stood there and filmed it instead of doing anything.
And the fact that people are wanting her free, that's what's fucked up.
Yep.
Wow.
I can't comprehend. There's just,
less connected with people, more connected with the machines and all that other shit. The virtual world is what the reality is now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Fuck, dude, that's... Shit, dude. I don't know what to say about that.
That's what I'm saying. It just makes you stop and go, how is that even possible? That people would just all she did was film her sister dying and then told her I don't give said I don't give a fuck and just filmed it over. She deserves another just a film, guys. I mean, come on now.
Like
come on, you gotta give her a chance.
That logic,
she can't ruin her life because of that.
Fuck yeah, you can. Especially when you know what's going on. She's dying. You're refusing medical help, and you're doing this shit all live.
It's the same as those kids with that. Can you believe that? Some guy drowning. They don't even do anything. They just watch him.
And actually, they were laughing. They're like, "You gonna die, dog? You gonna die?" Yeah, and fucking with them. Oh yeah, people are out of their fucking minds, dude.
They've lost connect because there's no connection anymore. They've watched people die on TV, but there's no actual connections in real life to ground them in the fact that there's a difference. So when they see someone die, because they see it on Facebook, because they see it on movies, not necessarily movies, Facebook more because it's actually real filming. When you're on Facebook, you're seeing real shit. So when you see people die on Facebook or you see stuff, you're like, oh. And
I love this cop out too that I hear a lot. Oh, that was fake, dude. They made that up. That didn't happen. No. Like the who was it? Oh, the guy in the kids in Chicago that tortured that.
They made that up. Yeah,
and everybody was saying that. Oh yeah, dude, that was a hoax. That was made up. And I'm like, somebody just sat and fabricated this whole shit. I mean, I guess I wouldn't put it past people, but come on, dude.
I mean, if they can do 9/11, they can do that.
Well, exactly.
I don't think they did. I think we're just a bunch of dumb fools that were being ridiculous,
Oh yeah, absolutely. So. Well, and how dumb is that? Obviously, it's I don't know, man. Sometimes conspiracy theorists are just as fucking bad as people that believe everything they see on TV.
Oh, of course.
Because they believe every fucking conspiracy.
And that definitely wasn't, because that was just you could tell that guy was just that was fucking awful, man. Jesus.
And it was too natural, dude. It wasn't. Yeah. That wasn't.
And that's just amazing that what people are doing, shooting people because they break up with their girls and going out and filming it and it's bad shit, man.
Oh yeah,
it's bad shit, and then it's making people more disconnected because people will watch that and see that shit, and it's not violence, like on TV. It's not. It's the filming of real violence, the filming of real acts of violence that there's just a totally different feeling to it if you watch any of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if you actually watch it and going, oh my god, it's like you can
it's disturbing. It's real. It's not like watching a movie,
no,
where
even the scariest, most disturbing movie in the world is still a movie. You still know it's been produced somewhere. This, it's real.
Like
some dude
really
is
happened.
Dead. Some chick is lying there, tossed from a car, dead or dying, and it's happening right before your eyes, live. And there's something fucked up about that, and we're going to get desensitized to it, and then we're going to start trying to get that for entertainment. So what are we going to do? We're going to take the prisoners, or who knows what the fuck's going to happen. All I know is that people have just lost their shit, man. So and then the people trying to support it, like, oh, we're good people because we are forgiving. Get the fuck out of here. No, you forgive her, sure. You forgive her 25 to 30 years later, or 10 years later at least. You let she rots somewhere for some time. You don't do that. There has to be a boundary.
I don't really believe in forgiveness anyway.
Well, but because people are saying, well, she couldn't have done anything anyways because she was dying and she was going to die.
Call 911, you fucking moron.
Well, even then, you call, but you don't disrespect that person as an individual by doing that, man.
Yeah, stand over them and videotape.
Videotape while their ass fucking insane. You're dying. Oh my god, I don't give a fuck.
Dude, if somebody did that, I'd haunt their ass.
Dancing and shit.
I know you don't believe in ghosts, but I would fucking haunt their ass, dude. I'd be like, I'm gonna fuck with you and haunt you for the rest of your motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody, like if I'm laying there and I'm drowning or I'm dying or something, and someone's got a camera and they're just standing there going, "Fuck, dude, he's dying." Oh yeah, I'd fuck with him. I'd haunt him.
And the crazy thing is that nobody got up to do anything. Like not even one of them just went, "Oh shit, man, this is fucked up. I'm gonna go get him." Come on, man, don't go get him. And then none of them. They're like 4 or 5 of them, just all laughing, like just fucking watching them die.
Wow.
Unreal.
Wow. Yeah, that's wow. That's pretty fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
We were both speechless on this shit.
Yep,
dude.
it's one of those things that is just a decay of our society.
Yep.
So what else you got, man?
Shit, that's pretty much it, man.
Wow, you just want to go on that one. We're going to make a short and sweet one tonight, huh?
Short and sweet one. Yeah, well, that was, I mean, not really much shit's going on, man, as far as...
I've got another one, dude. And this actually doesn't... This relates to something else. It's actually older people a lot of times. This is what I've noticed a lot lately. More than I used to, obviously, because it's become more of a thing. When you get the kind of... Because I get a lot of calls about... from certain people now that I didn't get before. So I'm seeing a new trend, and this isn't a new... I know you see this all the time, but it's... And we've talked about it a little bit before, but it's that... It's a disability trend, so you're gonna like it, obviously, because you know you.
Okay.
It's a trend of you're returning this. It's 3 months late. Well, I'm disabled and I and I had liver disease for a year and affected my memory and.
This goes back to the victim shit we were talking about earlier.
It does, but it's just so prevalent now. It just makes me so.
You're right, but it's a crutch world, dude. It's a victim world. You know, I had somebody did that on the paratransit bus actually, because she puts on the seatbelt and she's going, can you tighten it up? And he's like, no, it doesn't tighten up, ma'am. And she's like, well, I'm disabled. Like that had any fucking
exactly, and that's the whole point. It's not even it's not even that. It just doesn't have much to do with it. Okay, you had 3 months to return this. You obviously can get the boxes and get the whatever the hell you're doing. But you can't return it, you know, and then you want to, well, I'm this, and I just talking the whole time about I had livered it, and they tell you, like, it's something I should be like, oh my God, I need to take you more seriously, because you've had shit happen to you in your life. No one else has ever had shit happen in their life, but you have, and your shit's just amazing, and I gotta be, oh my God, I gotta do this, and give me that, and whatever. Yeah.
It's special snowflake syndrome, man.
It is. It's total.
I'm a special snowflake.
But it is. But it's the way it is. Definitely older people that see it. I'm disabled and like, ooh, I'm Magic Man John. You know, like I'm King Sklungon.
Yeah, we should respect you now because that changes the game.
Yeah, oh my God, you're disabled, so you can't go and get the mail, or you can't do this, and you're mad because you got to get this.
Shit.
And I've had it several times, just crying, oh, and I got to get these things, and I'm like, okay, listen, if these are serious fucking things, don't get them from where you're getting them from. Go to a specialist and get them there. If they are so needed and needed right now, then you better get that shit from somewhere local, you stupid idiot.
Are these medical devices?
Sometimes they are. They're like bombs and shit like that. Like one person, sometimes they're my vitamins, my
Wow.
It's like, and it always comes back to that. Like, we're supposed to make it so much more serious because, see, I don't give a shit. See, you could be, if you're cool. You don't mention that. You go, yeah, I need these. Oh man, I can't get them because you know. And
this is why. And then you're like, oh, I see, I got you.
And yeah, but the entitlement generation, man, is full swing. Of course, you know, and even more than where it used to be, where I used to work. Now it's just much more because of just the nature of it. I mean, oh my God, dude, just people just can't. But that's one of the big ones. That's one of the big entitlements is that pull of like I'm supposed to make that something special. And it's like. Well, the problem is, ma'am, that everything is a disability now, and everything, even things like transgender or everything is being normalized as something normal. ADHD is something like everyone has now, and it's something to normalize. Mental illness, let's just, everything, no, we normalize it, and then we don't really address it, so it's just there. So what we do is we take these things and don't address them. So disability is the same way now. Everyone's disabled, so who fucking cares if you are, right, bitch? That's the double-edged sword on that one. Like, I don't give a shit, man.
Kind of like you built your own shit now. Oh, yeah, you're disabled and so is everyone else. So what makes it special now?
Well, it's true. Everyone is in different ways, and that's always the way it's been, man. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see. Everyone wants to be like, oh, where this Johnny boy's got 20/20 vision. He's strong as an ox, and he can count to 4. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking
so
Jimmy John, man. He's an accountant, man. He can fucking do math problems in his head, man. He's got a fucking 6-figure income, and he sits at home every night and cries because he can't get laid. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
or he can't. You know, problem. That's the thing. Everyone's got their shit, man. So anyway.
That's
what I'm saying. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. You're like, I need to get myself to a bar. That's what you're gonna do.
Well, yeah, actually I am because I'm trying to get out more and trying to do more shit.
So you're going to bars, man.
Going to bars, man, instead of sitting at home. Because, okay, what do I achieve here sitting at home drinking? And, yeah, it's a little cheaper, but, I mean, I'm on Facebook. Same boring shit, you know.
Yeah. But bars are what you came up with to go to. No one I guess there's nowhere else really to go, huh?
Well, where would I go this time of night, man? I wouldn't want to go to a casino. I sure as fuck wouldn't want to go to a nightclub.
Yeah, I guess the bar is the only place that where you'd actually meet people, hang out. So you go to little dusty ass places in the corner.
I like dive bars, man. They're
because
fun.
they're small and the people are there and they're bullshitting with you because like, hey man, what's going on there, dude?
Oh yeah, they just start conversations with you and you're like, oh yeah, how you doing? You know,
and bullshit because you're in a small space and you know it's a Friday night usually, so it's crowded. So you're going to a new place, huh?
I was thinking about it. Yeah, I was thinking about checking out this place that I saw on Bar Rescue. And I was like, man, it's in Vegas. Shit, I should go check it out.
All right, so you know what we're doing on our next show, man. This is what you need to do. This is a project. This is a nothing sacred project I just thought up, man. All
okay,
right?
what's the
nothing
project?
Sacred project is called the Dive Bar Review.
Okay.
Maxwell Silverhammer's Dive Bar Review. So what you need to do is you need to pick a new bar that's around your area or somewhere that you heard of or heard as like look up dive bars or whatever on whatever. On the internet, you need to find a new one, especially in your area. There's fucking tons of them, you know.
Oh God, yeah.
So and then you're gonna come back after. So next show we're gonna have the Maxwell Silverhammer's Dive Bar Review.
Dive Bar Review, yes, sir.
So you're gonna tell us how this experience was, how the bar was, how the patrons were. Because what you're really looking for, man, this is probably your quest, man. Your quest is for your own neighborhood bar, bro.
Well, you know what? I've been going to the Rum Runner a lot, dude.
Yeah. So.
Cool. and I like going there because they know me now. And they know what I drink, and you know I don't even have to give them my card anymore. When most of the time they hold your card if you're going to start a bar tab, so they don't even do that anymore.
So you've got your local place. So Rum Runner is your local place. All right, so that's
my
the
local spot. That one and Oasis. I like Oasis too.
Oh, and they know you as well. They're like, hey, what's up?
Oh fuck yeah, they know what I drink. They whatever.
Is Oasis the karaoke place, or is that what's the karaoke place?
Oasis is where I used to go for Toastmasters. Funny enough.
But there's no like the karaoke place was a local spot.
Oh, that was Champagne's. That was on Maryland Parkway. You know what? I got to go back there sometime.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we got those are some classic ones. You can go back and do a skeptic eye. So keep your review eye on when you go there. Just get the vibe. Tell us how it is, and that'll be a new segment on our show right there. The Maxwell Silverhammer Dive
the bar review.
Review, and I think that is the perfect segue.
Yes, sir.
To get the fuck out of here so you can go do that dive bar review, wouldn't you say?
I would say so, money.
All right, man. Well, hey, dude. Yeah, so so it's called what's so this bar is called what's again?
Actually, it's called Reagan's Lounge. Reagan's Lounge.
Well, Reagan's Lounge. Yeah.
It used to be called Jack's Place, but then they changed it. I guess on Bar Rescue, they're like, that name just sounds generic. We're gonna change it. We're gonna call it Reagan's Lounge. So I don't know. I may go there tonight, or I might just go to the Rum Runner. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, who gives a shit? We can try it out. So give us your review of that next time. Anyways, I am Cruise Control.
I am Maxwell Silverhammer.
And that's the story there, bitches! Nothing sacred, 7/27/2017. Hell yeah.
Heil Hitler!
Negroes.